Oh my goodness, it's finale time. Anyways, let's break down episode 8. Spoilers ahead, you've been warned. Okay, in future seasons, they have to get rid of this cut to black every time there's gonna be a new scene. Because I'm pretty sure that most of us who watch this show are watching it with Disney Plus's, ad-free plan, where we get no ads whatsoever. When season 2 does get announced, I really hope that they get rid of the whole cut to black every time there's gonna be a new scene, because it honestly makes no sense with a streaming show like this. Okay, moving on to the actual story. We have the big Percy versus Ares fight that we've all have been waiting for. I'll be honest, this fight was a little underwhelming. Like, it just feels a little rushed, even with, some decent choreography. I just feel like the whole finale, like the feeling should be more urgent, because unlike the book, Zeus and Poseidon already have, a war. And in the book, Hades had like an earthquake around, and there were cops everywhere. It got to the point where, Ares had to deal with them. I guess the only outstanding thing was the wave, and Percy eventually harming Ares. The rest of the episode is pretty okay, I guess. We eventually, get to Olympus and meet Zeus, and he's played by Lance Reddick, rest in peace. We also end up meeting Poseidon in this scene as well, and he's also really well portrayed. The whole, tension between Percy and his father Poseidon, all of that was done really well. Easily one of the strongest parts of the episode is the Luke flashbacks with Percy and them and their training. Like, I thought these, really served the story in a good way. And another thing, like, when Percy, eventually makes it out of the fight, like, the show never really addresses the fact that he is a fugitive like the book did. Like, the whole, him going across the country and the conflicts, surrounding that, it's not really resolved too much. Okay, moving on, Percy gets back to camp, people don't know that Clarice is supposedly the lightning thief. Eventually, Luke reveals that he is the lightning thief, and this will come as a shock to you, depending on whether you read the book or not. This whole episode, we got a lot more of some Luke content, which I'm glad about, because, like, the show sometimes doesn't really show him a whole lot, and so I think that new viewers who haven't read the books would probably forget him. I'm glad this episode brought him up, a lot more, and emphasized his portrayal. Here we got our Harry Potter type moment with the trio. Another thing, I wish the trio, had a bit more to do together, because sometimes they're just split up. Then, Sally's back, Gabe turns to stone, and that's it for the whole season. This finale gets a 7, and the show overall is, a 7 as